Alright, let's see what's going on in the market.
Can hold this level. That just popped from 250 up to 3. So I've got
Ross is talking about
301. I'm going to watch it on this
D-Ram.
pullback. Let's see how it consolidates. If it drops back down to 75 or 60, no trades. If it can hold this level, so I'm in right here at 92 for the break of 3. New order is going to be at 316. We know 316 is the pre-market pivot. So we've got the high up here. That hit a high of 315. Orders at 316 to add. Looks like it's not holding that $3 spot very well. Let's see, 310, 305 could be an add spot. Orders ready for 1,500 shares. So this was an entry to anticipate the break through the whole dollar. Watching on dip trades, the volume weighted average price is right here in the, looks like 86 area.
Okay, starter.
So we've got 82 on the bid, 83 on the bid. It's not holding that $3 spot, which is not ideal, but I'm going to watch it for dip trades off of 250. 79 on the bid. Watching.
Three.
This has short sale restriction on it, which means short sellers are putting orders on the ask. Watching for that flush and then that bounce off of maybe 250. We've got 3 million shares on DRAD. It's light volume. It's not crazy low.
I'm gonna take it, get out. Wait for a better entry.
So 71, 70 on the bid, 66. I'm buying the dip there at 70 to try to catch a bounce back up to 85. So we've got 73, 77, 78. I sold at 75, only 6 cents of profit. New order is going to be at 60. So on this, I try to do dip trades of buying the pullback. It's below the VWAP, but when you get a panic drop like that, then I'll try to buy on the bid or buy on the ask just to catch a bounce off the low. So 70 up to 74, 3,000 shares. First 1 minute candle to make a new high to be back over 78, but with the short sale restriction and those sellers that we're seeing on the ask, I'm not sure if I'll take that setup. Alright, CHK, yeah, I haven't been super interested in that one. I've traded it a couple times. Thinkorswim not working. Some people say Thinkorswim's having issues. It's not good. Uh-oh. Thinkorswim's down. So be careful if you're trading on Thinkorswim. PHUN, it's back down so much. I don't think there's anything there. I think today, clearly, we're seeing a bit of a short bias. Stock's not holding up very well. The three gappers we were watching, XSPA. XSPA's back down at 90 cents. DRAD, D-R-A-D. Nice, quick little breakout, but it didn't hold. I'm green on it, buying this break right here over 3. We had a double top of 16. I thankfully took some profit off the table, added down here at 370, 270. I'm going to watch for another trade off of the $0.50 of 250, but not perfect by any means. And then NAVB, also less than ideal. Watch DRAD, D-R-A-D, off of the $0.50. The low of day is 52, so that's where I'm looking for a possible double bottom. TTPH, I haven't been looking at very closely, but we'll keep an eye on. So DRAD, I've got my order ready at 60. I just want to see what it does down here. There's 50, 54, 52, watching, 53. I'm long DRAD here at 55 for a bounce off the low. I'm going to try to catch a pop back up to 65.70. So we've got 58, it's a double bottom at 50, 52. So I want to see 60 on the ask. There's 60, then I want to see 61. We've got 58 on the ask. Put an order at 65 to take profit. I got a partial fill at 59 on the ask and a partial fill at 57. Let's see if it breaks over 60.
Alright, so
I'll put a new order at
bought
40,
down low at
which is the 200 moving average on the 5-minute
54.
chart.
Sold
The first 1 minute candle will make a new
profit
high, would be back over 260,
$20.
but it doesn't. It's having a little bit of a hard time breaking that level. TTPH is a 1 minute pullback, technically under $3, but I'm hesitating on it initially. TTPH 3 million shares of volume. DRAD, it's at the lows, but the support level is very clear here at 50. So first 1 minute candle to make a new high is over 60. I'm going to add at 59 there. I just added 1,500 shares on DRAD at 59. There's 64. I sold at 64 and 61. I would look at possible bounces off of the 200 moving average, but that one's only a maybe. So TTPH, they hit the scanners, 3 million shares of volume. It's kind of a weak pattern in some ways because of how much it pulled back, but it's starting to open up a little bit. So if it breaks over 3, there may be a setup there. So I'll put an order at $3 on TTPH. And just have my hand on the buy button. DRAD I'm watching on my second level 2 window. First 1 minute candle to make a new high on DRAD is going to, TTPH is going to be like 92. I'm long TTPH at 89. Over 95. I just added at 95 for the break over $3 on TTPH. And looking for this to squeeze up to 310. So there's 97, 98, 97 on the ask. You can see it's churning a little bit here. It needs to break over 3. I'm surprised the way it's churning. Breakout or bailout would say just get out. So I sold it at 91. I'm going to take a small loss on it. It should break immediately over the whole dollar. The low of that pullback is 75. I could possibly do a dip trade on it, but it really should have broken that level immediately. So this, I would call that a false breakout. It popped up by like 8 cents and then came back down, so small loss on that. But that's the philosophy of breakout or bailout. If it doesn't work right away, just get out. You can always get back in. I mean, I'll leave an order at 301. I can get back in, but let it prove that it can break that level.
GRNQ.
So order's still at 301 on TTPH. The low of the pullback was 75. DRAD watching down here as well. There's 45 on the bid. The support level of 38 is the 200 moving average on the 5-minute on DRAD. I leave an order by placing it in my order entry window. Yep, sounds like Thinkorswim is offline for some of you guys. Put the summer school link there again. Alright, John's out. He's on Thinkorswim, so he's offline. He's up around 900 bucks. Good job. Good morning. Jeremy says Thinkorswim's back online. Lightspeed, well, the Lightspeed platform is $55 a month for real-time data, but, you know, they enforce the PDT rule, so you need to have, and I don't think they offer cash accounts, they only offer margin accounts, so basically you need, you know, at least 25,000 minimum in order to be able to day trade. Watching TTPH possible bounces off of the $0.50. What I don't like about TTPH is the high volume on that red candle. It shows a lot of weakness. So we're 21 minutes into the day. You can see DRAD is holding support around the 200 moving average there on the 5-minute chart. It's still a bearish pattern, and it's not really, I think at this point, a super good bounce set up because the volume has declined too much. No, the only monthly fees that Lightspeed has is for real-time market data. So I'm up nice, 2,700 bucks right now. Some nice trades on DRAD, small winners on XSPA and NAVB, and an $83 loss on TTPH. So that's breakout or bailout, manageable loss. Now this doesn't include commissions, so my commissions on TTPH will make the loss a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So it is the Friday going into the long weekend. Right now, at this very moment, if I can as long as I can close the day green, it'll be my 37th consecutive green day. Which is going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to import my trades from yesterday so we can look at where I sit after yesterday's profits, which were it was a little choppy, but I did finish up about $10,000 yesterday. Purple line is the 200 exponential moving average. CMCM on my scanner there. Cheetah. Not totally sure what's causing that move. The high was 69. My biggest positions today were 10,000 shares. I didn't go up to my kind of 15 to 17,000 shares that I was trading with yesterday. Nothing yet has made me feel like I can. So before I take that type of size, usually I want to have like a profit cushion. So since I didn't have a profit cushion initially on some of the trades I was taking, MBOT hits the scanner, I pull it up, I see no news, not much volume, no interest. So this is the point of the day where I can kind of do one of two things. I'm up 2,700. I could start increasing my risk and taking bigger trades, knowing that I have a profit cushion of 2,700 bucks. If I lose half of it, I have to walk away. So I want to lock in at least $1,300 of profit. But I could risk $1,300 on my next trade to make $2,600, a 2-to-1 profit-loss ratio. And if that works, then I'm up $5,000. But then on the next trade, I could risk $3,000 to make $6,000, and just like that, I'm up $11,000. But something has to show me that it's worth stepping up to the plate for, and I don't see anything right now. So, it's Wild Card Fridays. Sometimes we see some great opportunities, and other Fridays it's slow. CLSN is kind of like Surf yesterday in the sense that it's a follow-through day, continuation. It is easy to borrow. The float is a little higher, so I'm not sure that that's going to be the one. I'm going to wait for it to show just a little bit more strength. SRNE. NAVB, let's look at it. It's testing the volume weighted average price. SRNE is just a very thickly traded stock. CLSN making a new high but then dipping back down. SNDL, cheaper stock. Is there news on SNDL? NAVB would need to break over the volume weighted average price. see some older news on SNDL. So, it could be one of these ones that is a technical breakout. It does have a lot of room back up to the 200 moving average. The volume is 7 million shares. It's up 88%. It's crazy. The halt resumption is going to be in about 2 minutes. MBOT hitting the scanner a couple more times. Yeah, I don't see news on it. So MBOT, this is kind of an interesting example just of, a stock that's catching a little bit of a bid, but, and people are starting to buy it up, probably because they look at it and they're like, oh, this stock is a former runner. It's got a history of making big moves. I don't want to miss the next big move, so I'm just going to jump in here. And sometimes that works, but it's also, it's obviously a little aggressive. So I don't know that today's the day to try to take that trade. I think I would wait for it to get up a little higher and a little more volume, because it's still pretty light on volume. RAND, a technical breakout is basically a really weak stock just starts to come up off the lows, and people look at it and they're like, wow, it's very low risk in a lot of ways because it's so close to the low. It's a good stop. So it's kind of what we would call a turnaround story. Which reminds me of something I got to add to the classes for summer school. So the high on MBOT is 58, 125,000 shares of volume. SNDL. Those of you guys tuning in for this free feed on YouTube and Facebook, I hope you guys give me the thumbs up and share this with a couple of your friends, because usually I wouldn't do a free broadcast, but it sounded like there were some people having issues logging in the chat room, and I didn't want to leave any students unable to watch my stream today, so I let it run. So you guys are getting a little bit of a lucky surprise free Friday before the long weekend. But you know what? I hope it inspires you. I hope it gets you excited, and I hope you register to the workshop at 1 o'clock, which will be a replay of the last workshop that I hosted, so you guys join us for summer school. There's the link right there to join us for summer school. Yeah, I think by now it's probably in good shape. But so RAND, yeah, this one. All right, so let's look at SNDL for a second. SNDL resumption is going to be about 30 seconds away. So the high was $1.14. It's a technical breakout. I can watch a pullback, and then I could try to take a quick trade, into the next halt. We have to be careful. We don't want to be holding in halts going down, but at the same time, if it wants to squeeze up more, I don't want to not try to ride some of that momentum. So resumption should be in about 12 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and it opened low. Over 14 is a possible add, but it looks like there's sellers. So I don't think there's going to be any trade there. Yeah, so that looks like the theme for today. Take your profit. Don't push your luck. Is anything holding up? CLSN? Yes, it is holding up, but it's not moving a lot. manage the losses and keep the profit in your pocket if you have profit. So it's Free Friday, but we could also call it Furry Friday. I'm up $2,700, so I'm going to donate that $2,700 here to the Berkshire Humane Society. Furry Friday, a little special donation for them. Let me go over to their website. So this is the Berkshire Humane Society. I'm on their development board. So I'll do a donation. Let's see. 27, 28, 14. All right, I'll put in my credit card info and then I will show you the confirmation page. Need to see my credit card info. Gotta make sure it's official.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Expiration. Oops, hang on, let me just, I want to show. Alright, there we go. Okay. There we go. So, that'll do it for me today. $2,700, and pay it forward. Alright, you guys, we'll do our recap here. And then we'll switch gears and do the Q&A for Warrior Pro students. So those of you guys hanging out here on YouTube, I'm going to shut off this feed. Again, join us for summer school. Check out some of the links in the description, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. So we'll do the recap, and I'll upload that later to YouTube. But well, actually, hang on, let me just check. I'll just run this. I'll just run live trading into watch list live trading into the recap. I'll just do it as one video. It might as well. There's no reason. Well, is that gonna throw off my? No, I think that's fine. I think it's fine to do that way. Okay. All right. So starting right now, we're gonna do our recap. All right. Might as well just recap it, and then this will just be one longer video for today. All right. So total profit today, $2,728.14. Donating that to the Berkshire Humane Society here. For Furry Friday. This is also Free Friday, just for you guys on YouTube and Facebook. I wasn't planning on streaming the whole morning, but I saw some people in the YouTube comments saying that they couldn't get into the chat room, and I thought maybe we were having an issue. I'm not sure if we actually were, but in any case, it's Friday before a long weekend, so this is a little gift for you guys to get you charged up and excited, and hopefully you spend your weekend studying and learning a little bit more about this strategy, because obviously you're not going to be able probably to be having any big parties or doing anything really really crazy or exciting. So spend some time learning the strategy. All right, so 4 stocks I traded today. 3 of them straight off the watch list. Those ones were the ones I made money on. TTPH was off the high day momentum scanner. That happens to be the one that I lost on. Not that it's really, I don't think it's for that reason. It's sort of the luck of the draw. But green here on